Are you too late to Bitcoin? How are you too late to buy Bitcoin? Well, I wrote this article yesterday. Um, I wanted to address this issue. People see the price going up like this, and they kind of feel like, oh wow, I was late. I'm late. I didn't listen to the Bitcoiners. I didn't listen to those people who were always telling me about it. Am I too late or what's going on? Like, should I buy to the top? And again, this always happens, right? Some people are gonna make it, some people will not make it. And it's just the way it is. You get Bitcoin at the price you deserve. So if you look at Bitcoin as a trade, you will always see it too expensive. So for example, if you were, let's say you was in those areas around in March 2022. That's somewhere I'd say when they started to cramp up the money printer, like the massive money printing that was happening in North America and in most other places in the world. It's a race to the bottom, by the way, the money printing, right? So if you was there, um, you would think, well, Bitcoin's still expensive. Look at it, it's at $8,400. Um, Now, it didn't take too long to go to 9,800, right? From 8.4 to 9.8. So the point is the thing is you have to look at it as a technology. Bitcoin is not like a trade to trade in and out like a stock, right? You invest in a stock, you profit. Now you ready to take your money out. You feel you make enough money, then you can take that money, put it somewhere else, right? Or for example, it's not like a trade. You're trying to make some quick bucks, right? So that's why a lot of people think it's a scam. They think it as they're looking at it in the wrong way. They're looking at Bitcoin in terms of investment, right? I have a lot of people I teach about Bitcoin, and they say, well, I thought about it, but I thought about buying it, and I bought it, but it crashes now. I I don't know if I have to buy it back. I don't know what's gonna happen to the price next. I'm just gonna wait. When the price drop again, I'll buy again. See, so this is the problem, right? Because they are looking at it in terms of a trade, like an investment to get some money so they can leave off or they just, make some cash, right? But the thing is, it's a long term game. You have to be in it, you have to experience it, live it. It's like, it's a technology. It's a technology to preserve the value of your money, right? It's like when you have your fridge, right? At home, do you say, "Oh, I don't know, man, like this fridge, I see a lot of people have fridge in our home, but I don't feel comfortable buying a fridge um, because fridge may not be maybe cheaper next year." Right? You're not saying that. You're not speculating on if the price of fridge gonna crash and you're gonna buy back, gonna sell that fridge you have. No, right? You have the fridge because it's serving you, it's doing something good for you, it's preserving your food, right? It's a technology that helps your food to preserve the food so the food doesn't go bad, right? So you use using it, right, to preserve the value of your food, right? So some people may say, well, okay, I get that. It's a technology. I have it to preserve the value of my food. Well, what about like what if you know Bitcoin is not like a physical thing you can hold in your hand. right? Like that's the thing. That's a excuse I see a lot of boomers make. Say, oh, it's you. I have to like hold it in my hand. I need the hard cash in my hand. And what I do usually, I write the Bitcoin phrase in a piece of paper, and I give it to them. I say, this is a Bitcoin. Right? Those are those 12 words. You can unlock your Bitcoin with it. And I show them the instruction. Say, here's it. Right? You can unlock it. And um, they look at me and say, "Oh, what do you mean that I can unlock the Bitcoin from there?" I said, "Okay, just keep it, save it. If you don't want it, you can give it to your grandchildren, or give it to your kids, and they'll know what to do with it, right?" So the thing is, Bitcoin is a technology. So let me go back to my article. The article I wrote over here say Bitcoin is one of the best selling technology for money. Because of its scarcity, robust security, and its perfections on money, it's tend to preserve the and increase the value of your money for the faster over a long period of time, 5 to 10 years. So this is it. Over a year, where is the chart? Okay. So if you're looking at Bitcoin, for example, back then in 2020, right, when they cramp up the money printing, right, if you had 8,000, right, dollars in the bank today, you're probably gonna have maybe 9,000. No, that's not even maybe 8,000 500. If you had 8,400 in the bank, you're probably gonna have 8,500 in the bank today. So you made about $100 on your 8,400. Today, your Bitcoin value, this money you had on Bitcoin, would be worth, right? That would be worth 97,000. That's more than 10 times the value in 5 years. See, that's that's what I'm saying here. It's increasing. It's like preserve and increase the value, right, of your money the fastest over a long period of time, 5 to 10 years. Okay, so that's the value of the technology. It preserved. That's why I take the example of the fridge. Right, the fridge hold the food worth, but the fridge is even the fridge is not as comparable for Bitcoin. You would consider Bitcoin more of a freezer because it preserves the value of your money for way longer time. I would say even forever, right? Almost forever, because Bitcoin doesn't degrade. It doesn't like lose power. It doesn't lose energy, right? It's it's almost timeless, right? It's like it doesn't like it's not subject to all the defect and all the entropy of everything else we use, right? So the world can go down um, for 5 years, your Bitcoin will still be here. See, because it's just information. So without going too deep into this, but it's just like the point is, um, you don't have to get the full $97,000 of Bitcoin, right? That's just a price on like the a certain amount of satoshis. You can get right now. You can get anywhere like what's we can get 735 satoshis for $1. 735 satoshis, right? So the point I'm trying to make is that you don't need to um, think that you need to get a full Bitcoin, right? You don't need a full Bitcoin. So at the end, I continue to say like you need to understand the value of savings technology, right? You need to understand what technology means, right? So first of all, a lot of people like there's a bad connotation to savings, right? When you say to somebody else, save your money, I think like because saving is so outdated. It's so you get so little money on your bank from the bank for saving. In the interest is so low, it's like less than 1%. So in some cases, then people don't really they laugh at you when you say savings. But Bitcoin brings savings back, right? Into in society, right? Now you can save. Saving means you're protecting something, right? You want your money to be safe, or you don't want your money to be safe. You don't want your money to be saved, then put it in a crypto coin, right? That you think that's a meme coin that's gonna, you know, go up and then crashes and never come back. Or put it into some stock, a penny stock, or buy some meme stock, right? So you want to preserve your money. You want to save your money, not gamble with the money. You want to preserve it, right? You want to save it, right? That's what Bitcoin provides. It provides the ability to preserve your money. Your money on Nvidia, it's not saving, it's investing. The CEO can be dead tomorrow, and the value of the stock is subject to that CEO staying alive, right? So the value of your stock is very dependent on the country, right? Bitcoin is not. It's a global thing. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying here. I'm gonna link the article below, so you guys can like even share it with some normie friends and read it and understand it. So you're never too late to technology. Okay, it doesn't like matter. You're not gonna be late to it. Okay, you just have to understand that the earlier you buy it, the better off you are. Right, the earlier you buy a fridge or a freezer, the better off you are. Right, you wanna have electricity in your house, just get the electricity. Don't think about how late you are. Right, I haven't like when I was a kid. Right, um, back home. I didn't have a TV. If I want to watch TV, I had to go pay, yeah, like somewhere to watch TV or watch it on my neighbor TV. I didn't have electricity in my house. I didn't have things like this. Back home we don't have those things. But when I get to a certain stage and I feel the necessity, I see the need for it, then I have to have it, right? It's like think about like riding a horse instead of driving a car to work, right? Everybody who ride a horse will be in a disadvantage compared to somebody else, right? You could, because people think life is not a competition. Well, it's always a competition. Everything is a competition, right? You may not sound, you may not feel that way, but it is, right? If you're using the weaker technology to preserve your money, the value of your money, then you will lose compared to someone else that's using a stronger technology, right? So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. This was PieCover. I'll see you again in the next video.